Good morning. I think I'm live. I'm gonna wait a few seconds for some people to come on. Some of my friends, come on. Come on. This is Dr. Sharon at 7 a.m. on Saturday. Who's that? Who that just came on? 7 a.m. on Saturday morning. I'm a few minutes late. I absolutely love doing a sunrise walk. I love it. And sunrise, I wake up and ask Alexa, hi, Sulika. I wake up and ask Alexa if I'm on the second floor of my house, and I have two systems that fight each other. I think they get better now that I have one of the Amazon, the Google or OK Google, whatever that is, on the first floor, and an Amazon Echo on the second floor. I think the OK Google thing got better after I got Alexa. I think she's jealous. But anyway, so I usually ask what time is sunrise when I wake up, and kind of monitor myself and try to do a sunrise walk, particularly on Saturdays in the weekend. I absolutely love it. I didn't ask the fatal question, is it going to rain today, which I often do. So it looks a little wet out, but we'll see what happens. And then a spin class at 9:15 on a busy Saturday morning. But good morning, Facebook. Of course, will always, hi Linda Lanier, will always videotape this and or record it and then post it. If you're not a part of my YouTube channel, I just realized I have a YouTube channel, Dr. Sharon something. So all of them are on there too. So, what is my positive morning inspiration? Number one, be you, do you, whatever. While I can have full makeup on by makeup artists all that evening and post that, I can also post no makeup, hair jacked up, nails jacked up, workout clothes, and getting ready to go in. Be you and be comfortable in your own skin, I think is kind of a feeling that I have this morning and last night. I was talking to one of my friends earlier, and I posted this, and it says, remember who you are, remember who you love. And the whole quote is on my page. And really, I'm going to tell you, as you get old, that I'm, 35 and older, I really am growing to care less and less and less about who someone else thinks I am versus who I really am, what I really like, what I really want, and the challenges that I want to face for myself. And so be you. And my positive morning inspiration is do you. As long as you're not hurting anybody, as long as you're happy in your own skin. Hi everyone coming on. Do you. And I think when you put out positivity and you put out your authentic self, that you attract people that like your authentic self. I mean, I've never really been one. Thankfully, I was raised in a house that embraced us being an Allison. My dad used to say, you're an Allison girl. And that meant something. So remember who you are. Remember what you love. Remember also, when I talk, hi, Harold Fisher. When I talk about, and even with Harold, I'm on Harold with WHUR a lot, has a quote-unquote relationship expert. When I talk about relationships, don't send a representative. Be yourself, honey, because if you don't like me for me, ain't no need of pretending whether it's the first date or the 50th. So that's my positive inspiration this morning. Do you. So whether it's Dr. Sharon with full glam on makeup, all that perfect, all that stuff, or bags under my eyes, which I see a little bit. And let me tell you why you get bags under your eyes in the morning. I have to do a health tip. So if you notice, in the morning, you probably are a little puffy. If you sleep on your face, the fluids drain to your face. I don't sleep on my face. I sleep on my back with 2 pillows, which most of us should do. And as women, you should have silk pillowcases if you don't want to wear the little wrapped up head stuff and all that. Hi, neighbor Aretha McCorkle from Kannapolis. But you actually retain fluid. So if you weigh yourself every day, you know I'm going to make it about health. If you weigh yourself every day, you should actually get up, move around. You always go to the bathroom first thing in the morning. There's a reason for that. You've retained fluid and you need to get rid of it. So you're a little puffy in the morning because you have not hemodynamically, I'll say big words, Sulika, so they know I'm a doctor, hemodynamically normalized yourself. Harold Fisher, I'm having a relationship with my bed right now, you fool. I won't call you this morning, this early. I'll call you in half an hour. So it really, that's kind of why you have puffy eyes. And you'll notice in about an hour they go down or whatever. And then for women and men who want to address it, I have, Garnier makes a great roller that will get rid of puffy eyes. You just roll it under the eye, but keep it in the refrigerator. And if you don't want to spend any money, make sure that you put a spoon. This is a little health tip. A spoon in the freezer. A lot of times when I go out, I will do this. Put a spoon in the freezer and then take it and put it under your eye before you put on makeup, if you're wearing makeup or whatever, and if you're a little puffy and tired, that'll help. Let me tell you, the number one thing to address puffiness, water retention and all that, guess what that is? Anybody guess? Anybody guess what the number one thing to do to kind of flush things out? And what, there's a big hint. It's a hint. Drink water. Water is great. And you should be drinking at least 64 to hopefully 80 some ounces a day. And opt for water versus soda, sugary drinks. I drink, calling me, everybody know I get up early. So I drink green iced tea because it's full of antioxidants and all of that. But let's be clear, as I was in Starbucks yesterday, and there was a new little barista that didn't know the Dr. Sharon drink. And the whole Starbucks was like, what? Why you gotta ask her? It's green tea with 17 Splenda, no water, no syrup. And the girl was like, oh my goodness, why do you drink that? I was like, number one, it's no calories and I like green tea. Let's not pretend anything else. It's 0 calories and I love it. But number two, green tea is full of antioxidants. The other thing that was my snack for a lot of yesterday was blackberries, which are out now, and raspberries and all of that. Berries, anything with berry after it, except for maybe a Cosmo berry. I'm sorry. But anything with berries after it have antioxidants. Antioxidants are anti-aging, anti-cancer. They help rejuvenate the skin. And sometimes we want to take, and I have a whole talk, y'all know about vitamins and all that, but sometimes we want to take all these vitamins and all these supplements when actually we need to just eat our nutritious foods. Eat, again, a mixed bowl of berries is absolutely amazing as a snack. It's sugary and all of that, but they're natural sugars and, again, your antioxidants. So, I forgot what I was talking about. I was talking about my eyes being puffy and flushing yourself out, how much water you need to drink. And the other thing, part of flushing yourself out, many of you know I don't believe in the whole detox thing. I don't. I believe that you should naturally detox. I don't think that you need to drink a gallon of a $50 substance to quote-unquote clean you out. No, it is untrue that that steak that you ate a month ago is still in your intestines. If that steak was still in your intestines, you'd be half dead. Okay, so we need to be careful at how we kind of parse out information. But what I say is if there's nothing wrong with you, you have no chronic medical conditions, particularly don't have diabetes or heart disease, those things, a detox is not going to hurt you. But yeah, that 5 pounds you lose, the moment you eat, you're going to get it back, right? But what about natural detox? Every day you should be naturally detoxing, and that is with water, the 64 to 80 ounces that you should be drinking every day. Water should be your go-to beverage, whether you use lemons or not, and I have a whole thing about lemons. My brother hates for me to tell him, and somebody else that's on right now hates for me to tell him. But lemons, if you look at the bar and see what the lemons and the cherries are in, they're in like this trough, right? This little thing, and people take their hand, put it in the pick the lemon up and put it on your drink. So I actually tell people when I go to a restaurant, no lemon. And if they put lemon on it, I say, no, take it back. I need a whole new one. I'm allergic to lemon. That's a little lie, Pastor Void, but not really. I'm not really allergic to lemon, but I'm allergic to the bacteria and the nastiness that's in that water that the lemon is sitting in. Just I'm just saying, if I have lemon at my house, I'll put some in, but I'm just saying that lemon, and everybody's sticking their hand in it, and then there are all these studies that show that people have feces, urine, rat hair, cat hair, dog hair on their hands. Put in the lemon and put it on your drink, and then you drink some water with it. I'm just saying, don't do the lemons in a restaurant. I'm just saying, I'm just helping you with the tip. So, natural detox is water. Number 2, fiber. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. That's an old colloquialism, but actually true, because apples have high fiber. So anything with high fiber. We're going into winter season. I'm from North Carolina, can cook a collard green like nobody's business. Don't do all the turkey and the ham and all that foolishness in it. But, again, collards, cabbage, those things. And Lord, no more restaurants for you, Harold. You know you're a foodie, so you're going to be at a restaurant. But all of those things are fiber, and you need fiber. And the other thing is, don't overcook your vegetables. Your vegetables are not supposed to be limp and about to die. They already did. You need a little crunch. You need a little crunch. All right, so we overcook it. Again, I'm from North Carolina, so I know of what a limp green bean is. And often when I cook for my family, when they are visiting, they're like, oh, these green beans are done. No, they are done. We've been overcooking them. So those are some health tips. So detox with water. Nobody wants a limp vegetable. That's right, Harold. Detox with water. Detox with fiber and food, and make sure, just the Dr. Sharon tip once again, make sure you're having 5 servings of fresh fruits and vegetables each and every day. And I'm not going to go into my vitamin talk. Go on YouTube and look at or Facebook Live, my old post, and I actually show you all the vitamins you should be taking and why. But fiber is very important. And again, if you eat fiber or have roughage and water, guess what happens? You go to the bathroom. That's what detox is, right? Okay. The other thing is exercise. Exercise helps everything move, so it helps the colon not be lazy, okay? All right. So that's my health tip. It's sunrise, a little bit after sunrise. I was a little late. And so let's go with the mind, body, soul. I often in these morning talks talk about getting your head right. So, and as I've shared, I wake up usually between 4:30, 5 o'clock every morning. On the Saturdays, I gave myself an extra half hour, and today, and just kind of laid in bed and was reacquainted with my bed. But it really is important to take time, just like you take time to exercise, to take time to center yourself, to take time to think about what's important to me. And do look at my post from last night where I talk about remember who you are, what's important to you. And you can be everything to everybody else, but you've got to be the best you to you. And that's real talk. The other thing is last night I did something I don't do as much as I should, and that is I watched a movie that I wanted to see in the theaters, and now it's on demand, and I just decided, let me watch this movie. And it's Book Club. Diane Keaton is one of my favorite actresses, so is Jane Fonda. All of them. It was 4 women, and they had a book club, and they chose the 50 Shades of Grey as their first book. And they used it, they didn't talk about the book a lot, but they used it to kind of wake themselves up. And if you've read 50 Shades of Grey, or seen the movie, it will wake you up. Now, it's going to wake you up. But, but anyway, they talked about their routines and some issues with aging and all of that. And it was a really good movie to catch on demand for both men and women, because there was a man on that literally had just retired, and he and his wife were having difficulty, and she didn't understand, and she actually put some Viagra in his beer because they weren't having sex. I'm going to tell the whole story. They weren't having sex. She was wondering if he don't find me attractive. I'm not attractive. He don't want me anymore. Blah, blah, blah. What's going on? And we used to always hit it. And she put Viagra in his beer, so that is absolutely hilarious. But then they had a conversation. And she said, something's been wrong with you since your retirement party. Something's wrong with you. I don't know what's wrong with you. And he said, I don't know who I am. I don't know who I am. And I'm trying to figure out who I am. I don't know who I am. I've worked for 40 years. Who am I now? And that was an interesting interplay, because she had taken all this stuff as, oh, it's me, our marriage is in trouble, whatever, when in actuality, going back to, and this is, I had written a post, Remember Who You Are, before, when in actuality he had forgotten who he really was. So as I close out this part, really your job and what you do is part of who you are. But that's not all of who you are. So, yeah, I write books, I do talks, I'm a strategist, I do work, I do blah, 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 and that's very fulfilling. But I'm also the silly Sharon. I'm also my mother and father's kid, my brothers and families. I'm a sister, I'm a auntie, which is very important to me. I'm a friend. I'm a bunch of stuff. I'm cray-cray a little bit sometimes. I'm who I am with people in different aspects of my life. I am a spiritual person. I am a person that loves music. I am all of those different things. Remember, again, who you are. And that if one thing is taken away from you, that doesn't mean it's over. I mean, many of us work all of our lives to retire. And then this guy is retired and he's saying, I don't know what well, so create a new life. Create a new aspect that you focus on. Create a new business. What is your passion? Do it. That's it. I mean, life doesn't end because one part of you is over. Keep it moving. That's what I really believe that. One of the best compliments I ever got from one of my dear friends and mentors, Yolanda told me, she said, you are, and she had asked to meet with me, and she's a little older, and she was like, I really need to know what I need to do in my life. And I said, wait a minute, your daughter, what? She said, no, my life. And I said, what is your passion? I know what your passion is. She works with me on many of my conferences and all that. She is a decorating wizard. I mean, wizard. I'm like, where's that business? Do what you love now that you can afford to do what you like. Sometimes we work and people want to play, oh, I love my job because I just know you love your job because it's a little paycheck. And sometimes you do stuff for the money. But I'm just saying, for her, it's what's my passion? What am I good at? Why am I a health strategist? I'm a health strategist because, yes, I'm a physician, I'm all those things. But I'm a health strategist because I am good and like fixing things. So it is natural for me to see a problem, whether it's a federal program, how to implement hypertension in the community, awareness, whatever. I'm good at fixing things. So strategy is normal for me. I was putting up some pictures last night in my den, and I was like, okay, this doesn't look here because light isn't coming in. It's natural. So do what you love. And so, again, just because one part of your life changes, go with the flow. You're divorced, go with the flow. Someone dies, mourn, grieve, but also go with the flow and don't get stuck. So that's the mental health part of it. One reason I love morning walks is because before my phone starts to ring, I get to listen to my favorite music. Usually it's inspirational. On the bike or in the gym is hip hop. But usually it's inspirational. And it's really centering and figuring out, hey, this is who I am. This is what I love. So I've talked about the health tips of why you're puffy in the morning, what the detox is. I got to make sure health is in. So this is mental health. Kind of find what your passion is. And then connect. No man or woman is an island. Connect. Not with 10,000 people, but connect with one or two that are very special to you, and be honest. As I shared last night, I talked to one of my besties, and she was like, remember who you are. Remember what you love. I mean, and I was just talking to her about her both of our lives. And that always is good, and always centers you with somebody that don't have anything but your best interest at heart. No ulterior motives. Hi, Patrice Myrick. No ulterior motives. They just want the best for you, and I am fortunate to have a few girlfriends and guy friends that are just like that. Plus, will tell me off on the regular. Yeah, they'll tell me off and say, okay, how much you sleeping? You sleeping 4 hours a day. Take your own advice. So anyway, you must do what you love. So to wrap up, number 1, today is Saturday. No excuses. Do something for your mind, body, and soul. Get that body moving. I'm getting ready to go for my morning walk and then come home, quickly change clothes, and go to a spin class. LA Fitness is a hip-hop spin class. He kills me. But it's a whole bunch of calories burned, and I love it. I actually was supposed to be at a board meeting today with an organization. It's very important to me. I've decided that stay my behind in Maryland and not get on the road and kind of rush it. So I'll try to call in, or I'll give them some advice it's been a busy week. It's been a hectic week. So I'll give them some advice from somewhere else. I love y'all, but I can't do it today. So I'll miss that board meeting. It's about 2 hours away. And that's me doing something for me. I will see. I don't know if Eb is on. There are a few things. But let me not ramble anymore. Let me give you the rest. Mind, body, soul. Do what you love. Do something for yourself. Work your body today. Yes, Patrice, it's okay, honey. I was young and now I'm old. You can't do it all. You can't be it all. You can't be good at everything. I'm just saying, I don't know nothing about directions, and now I don't care. I don't, some things you just don't know. So today, I'm just like, sit down. So, this wonderful Saturday, do something for your mind, body, soul. Always do something for somebody else, because guess what? When you do something for somebody else, you're the person that actually wins. You win. I talked about health tips. Questions I got from you guys on Face Messenger or inbox today or this week. One of the major questions was actually with my relationship hat on. There's a lot going on with sexual assault right now, given the Supreme Court nominee. And I'll be very clear, I have not written about that and actually refused to do an interview about that where the question came up. Because actually in America, we still are innocent until we're proven guilty. However, the reason I don't want Kavanaugh confirmed is not what he did at 17, but that is important. So certainly we need to be able to talk about sexual assault and use this as a time to talk to your kids, both your guys and girls, about sexual assault and being touched inappropriately and telling someone. I think it is preposterous, and I do mean preposterously stupid, for someone to say, why didn't she tell, when we know that upwards of 85-90% of victims of rape, not even sexual, rape, don't tell. You don't tell. And so to expect a 15, 16-year-old child to tell that a boy allegedly got on top of her and put their hands over her mouth, that's just stupid. I don't care who says it. It's stupid, because that's not our reality. And what are you saying? It's similar to what I said about Cosby and other things. What are you saying to people when you post on social media and you talk about it and say she shouldn't have told, and that ain't that bad, I've heard that, it's not that bad, no. For anyone to violate you in any way and touch you in a way that's inappropriate, whether it's the same sex, other sex, older or younger, or your peer, is wrong. So use this as a time to talk to your nieces, nephews, your kids, or whatever, both about how they behave and how to tell you and create an environment of telling. Many people, particularly older adults, never told because they thought they weren't going to be believed. And so I always have a weird eye with all of this when people start talking about why didn't she say something, why didn't he say something. So use this as a time, and use the media as a time to talk about really sexual assault, sexual abuse. And if you have been abused, the greatest thing that is the threat to a person that has been abused, that has been raped, has been that usually the criminal, and whether they were convicted or not, they are criminal, tells them nobody's going to believe you. Open your mouth and share with someone your truth. I don't know how I got off on that, except for, again, that's I've gotten questions about that this week, and have answered those personally, those questions personally. Other questions that I've gotten this week are around college students and vaccinations. I do recommend that every college student gets the meningitis vaccine. That is real talk because of just the nature of college, and especially those in the dorm. Meningitis actually can have your college student, your freshman, your sophomore, your senior, not be in a good situation. And meningitis is inflammation of the meninges, i.e. a lining in the brain, and can cause death, actually. So we have several college students every year that will die of meningitis. So you should have gotten your kids a meningitis, your young adults, your teenagers a meningitis vaccine. The other question that was trending, I always get exercise questions. Every week I get a vitamin question. I ain't going over vitamins today. Y'all look at the old posts. But more about mental health. And the other part is, if you do need a referral, we do try to, and I thank my staff, we do try to find help for whether it's a primary care physician, which we get all the time, or a mental health professional. So I'm going for a walk this morning, going to burn some calories, and do a run to the grocery store for some fresh fruits and vegetables, and then get my day started, which started about 2 hours ago, with some work in my closet. Sometimes you just have too much stuff. So hopefully you learned something. Nobody asked me a question. Oh, I look great. Girl, thank you, honey. With no makeup, messed up hair, getting ready to work out. Thank you. You got to love me, Patrice Myrick, to say that. But hopefully you're doing something for yourself. And make sure, as I've often said, two colleagues actually had strokes, physicians. One was a cardiologist, had strokes this week. So let me go back and reiterate what I've said. If you do not own a blood pressure cuff that is automated in your house, go to CVS, Walgreens, Walmart, Lottie Dottie, and everybody, and buy a cuff today, and periodically check your blood pressure, particularly if you are at high risk, like African American, aging, or anybody in your family has high blood pressure. And everybody knows somebody with high blood pressure. Please do. Again, one of my friends is a cardiologist, had a stroke this week due to hypertension. A heart specialist had a stroke due to hypertension and not taking care of themselves. Also, diabetics, make sure that you have a glucometer in your house and you are checking it. Okay? I didn't get any questions here. I think I answered a few of the questions from this week. I've been pretty good at answering your emails. Do follow me on Twitter. Follow me on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. I can't do no more Snapchat. I can't do no more. I can't do Snapchat and all this other stuff these young people do. I mean, I'm working hard. I can't answer no more. Plus, y'all like to answer questions, and I like to answer them. So you have a wonderful day. Mind, body, and soul do something for you. I'm getting ready to go work this body. Work this body. All right. Bye-bye.